السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيفكم شباب؟ صباح شو اخباركم؟ طمنونا عنكم. ألان ويك فينا
Back to the
اديله.
beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
طيب
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
بقول لك في
And
قصص
the trick is
الرعب
not to end
يعني
up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive.
بما معنى انه القصة هاي مش هي نفس القصة اللي كان بتأمل انه هو يكتبها، وشكله القصة هاي حتاكل منه كثير،
And monsters
أو
wear
يعني
many faces.
انه الوحوش الى اكثر من عدة اوجه. اها ايش هذا؟ لوس إصدار ايش هذا؟ طيب مين هذا؟ انا هذا؟ والله انا هذا. طب لف لي وجهك نشوف وجهك. ابى اقدر اعمل سكيب؟ لا مش اعمل سكيب. إيه. ايش البداية الغريبة هاي؟ اها ايش الضوء هذا؟ ساعدوني طيب.
Where'd he gone?
هي من هون، عارف عندك من هون في من هون يقدر يطلع. شو يطلع يجي من هون. ايش الصوت هذا؟ هون. طيب احنا جينا من هون، من هون. في طريق من هون. طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شو طلع هذا؟ الصوت قاعد بيقرب من هون. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عن شكلك ايش صار؟ ايش فيه؟ ايش فيه؟ اولها تنقيز. هيك مستعد لنا لما يطلع له اشي هلا. بس صورة ألان ويك هذاك اللي طلع. بقدر اركض. حلو. في حدا وراي والله شوي طول. ايش في؟ لا الشباب. طيب وين اروح انا؟ اروح فين انا؟ جرب شوف هون. تعال هي هون في ضغط. طبعا من هون هيك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مين هذولاك؟ كيف؟ ايش في؟ اهرب؟ منتشرين. طيب طيب جريمة هون عم بتصير. اوكي بو بو بو. We are the god of the tree. عصابة الشجرة أو عصبة الشجرة. قتلوه. فتحوا بطنه. خذوا قلبه. في حد شافهم. في ناس شافوهم. في ناس شافوهم. قلت اللي هم طائفة الشجرة هم يعني. هي ألان ويك دو. ايش حاسة مرته مثلا بتدور لسه عليه؟
Hey kiddo, how are you?
هي كدو.
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault. People get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right.
لا معناته مش
Dad and I
مش
are just
مرته.
watching the latest episode of Night
Aye.
Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No
هاي بقول لها انه
spoilers.
ابوه قاعد
I'll let you
بيتفرج على
get back to the
المسلسل.
show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
مين
I
هذا؟
love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan.
طبعا فرق الجرافيك بين الاول والثاني فرق السما على الارض.
Bye kiddo.
هاي اللي تحكي.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
يلا بشربوا مع بعض ايش يعني؟
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
وصلوا عند المحل ما
Here
صارت
we are.
الجريمة.
Cauldron Lake.
Time to
بولدرن
get
ليك.
to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
return 1 invitation. Get to the crime scene, find the deputy.
Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
بالضوء.
I should take a look at that map.
هاي الإعدادات. هذيك هناك. تعال. هاي الكبسة.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
تمام
I
بس
can go take a look.
طيب.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
طب دقيقة، هو أحكي إنه كبسة لون هيك. هي الماب. حلو، هيك بتقرب. هون هي.
Over here.
السلام عليكم.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right.
Half right.
Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex.
إذا ساقا اللاعب اللي احنا نلعب فيها هلا مبدئيا.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
طيب.
What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I could use briefing. Any witness? طيب, I could use briefing. Any witnesses to the crime? نشوف any witnesses to the
Were there
crime.
any witnesses?
Yeah.
يعني
Couple
شهود.
out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I could use briefing. Let's take a look at the body. هيا
I want to see the body.
بالضبط.
How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Me, the deputy.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
هو
Make
قال
sure I'm
لزوم
seeing the clues clearly.
You can act.
The mind place. My version of the mind palace technique. To
Uh-huh.
sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
ما تقوليش هذا جوا راسها هيك.
Facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
أقدر أحرك. مايند بليس هذا هيك بدماغها. طيب عندي ماب حاليا وعندي هذا الشيء. ما في كيف. خلاص
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
visiting the mind place
Close to
does not
cracking it?
pose
We're
the
just getting
game,
started.
so be
Let's head down the hill
mindful.
to the crime scene.
اوكي.
Fucking
يعني حتى وانا
nature.
جوا ما اللعبة توقفش
Gives me
كأنه
a
بتضلها
headache.
مكملة.
There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know
Maybe
what
yes.
happens to cops who say this is
بقول
their
له
last
احكي له
case.
ليش انت حطيتني انا
Real
كرئيسة.
fun.
بتقول له هل يعني ممكنك انت بدك تتصاعد؟ ما اعطاها جواب 100%. خلينا نشوف. حلوين. يا كل هالطريق.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
وصلنا ولسه. هي اللي وصلنا يمكن.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
سامع صوت انا.
Next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
ياخذنا هلا عند الجثة.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
يلا. وصلنا عند الجثة.
Now, this is
investigate.
the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
ولا إشي.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
خلينا ندور.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
دائما ذكور تعال. إيه.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
تعال من هون.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
بقول لك allow saga to see active do the key image be selected with the A and placed.
Another body turns up just as we arrive
ايوه.
in town. Coincidence?
حلو هذا ملف. اوكي. لك. Another body has been found in the wood near Brightfall. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is.
killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open.
يعني
Heart
مربوط ولقى القلب ومفتوح صدره. طيب هيهم هون بيجوا هيك تحت، هذول هيك تابعين للقضية.
Makes sense. Oh.
يعني لا. القلب كان أول واحد بالضبط. هيك
Heart
تمام.
removed from chest, strapped by the wrists.
اللي هي قاعدة
Definitely matches the previous
القلب
murders.
انفتح أول إشي شال
But this
القلب
time the
بعدين
heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
can check updated. Yeah.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
لكن لأنه مات هون. هون
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
هون
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
نطلع شباب الله.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
دقيقة شوي. لا هذه تكون للكيلر بالضبط. هذه مش فيكتيم بالضبط، كيلر. بالضبط هيك.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
طيب نعمل تشيك تاني. كانوا 2 3 4 عندي. تعالي هون.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
هذا هو. هي طلع عليه. Clues can be discovered by speaking to. يمكن في حكي هون.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired? He's been missing. يعني بدنا نسأل سؤال، شو صار معاه بعد ما انطرد، ولا نقول شو صار معاه، او يعني إن هو مفقود من سنة 2000
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
هون للكيسز هذول اللي لقيناها. كيسي نايت
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
هاي المفروض
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready.
عجبني طريقة حلها
They were waiting for
للألغاز.
him. But why Nightingale?
هذا كله بدور
He's
في
been missing
دماغها.
for 13 years. Why here?
Why
Why
now?
now?
Victim name.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
هذا ليش هيك احنا في دماغها.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Missing person will murder.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
مزبوط طلع من المي.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A
هم
Nightingale
محددين.
component.
بالضبط
They
محددين
didn't
وهم
see him
بدهم
as a
يقتلوه.
person. More like a container for something.
لما قتلوه كان الكيس انهم يشوفوا انه بروفايل سم. that Nightingale came to LA, but why now afterwards he
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
huh?
The lake is
Okay,
connected to
hello.
Nightingale somehow.
Hello.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
لك.
Sounds good. This
Yeah.
way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
انا بقول تيجي معنا احتياط.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to
يا
get
عمي
out
ماشي
more.
يلا خلصني.
It is kind of creepy though.
يعني انا اكمل الطريق. اوكي هيك خليتها.
A witch with no heart. A strange
Witch
echo
with
of
no
owl murder.
هاي الجزء الاول. كليكر. يعني انا لحالي اللي اروح. تخيل. في اشي. دائما ذا بلوك في اشي.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
ايش هيك بتلف؟
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side.
على فكرة هاي القصة.
Written with a typewriter.
تحت
Old
فوق.
school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story.
طب
Killer
قصة.
left a message.
في شيء من فوق حينزل.
It's for us. The
Run.
text is about us.
About us.
The victim
عنهم.
was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
طلع أنت كيف على اليمين هنا؟
Reading
the
the
words.
words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
هذا ألان.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
إيش صوتنا؟
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with
Not the
us.
last.
You were right.
الأخير.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way.
Figure what happened with
Either he
Nightingale.
dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
جديد انضاف.
We found a
The
page in
page.
the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
لازم نلاقي إيش اللي صار منه. والله نشوف. شهادتها.
The mile-high strangler case. Proud of that one.
هذا هو المانيسكريبت.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Anything else here? Reading the words. Like playing a game.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Learned all I can. Back to نرجع للجثة. يلا.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who.
Yeah.
Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
يلا يلا. Let's get body back.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
حلو.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
طيب. نفتح. حلو. Short cut.
Thanks.
Take the car back to Bright Falls.
Let's get the car.
Yeah.
Drive to Bright Falls and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
خذوا حلوين يلا. خذ.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Part removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why
Then
take
is
out
it-
his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to
ليش نزل؟
find.
يلا ولا اطلع. هاي أنا. يلا افتح يا حب. قدام يلا. ايش؟
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the
Yeah.
sheriff at the diner.
أنا الحسود طيب.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Yeah. أنا مبسوط على الجرافيك مقارنة بين اللعبة القديمة وهاي.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
طب يلا. تفضل. من وين يعني، من هون طيب ولا من هون؟
Well, I certainly hope so. I hate the holidays.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
أهلا يا
I'm set
شريف.
for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I can't believe that happened. Still feel
Yeah.
Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
We've looked through the case files.
Are you
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Can you tell me what?
So what did you see in the woods?
هذول اللي شافوا
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why do you think it was a cult?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
You think it was a
What
cult?
makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
طيب تعالي هون. Anything else?
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
في عندك كمان كيس ثانية.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
لازم Okay. Talk to someone.
Sure.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
تبع الموسيقى كان هناك. شغل موسيقى. The junk box is out of order. The poor old thing can only take much of the sun. قل بعدين. اللي كان في
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
map هون. تعالي هون ببقى اشوف.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
معقول؟
The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
تكون هي معاهم.
Party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
هذا أقول لك أنا بكتب.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
To review the witness at the diner.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
معلش لو سمحتي طلع لي إياه يلا بسرعة بالضبط.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Game save.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more
نفس اللبس.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
معقول؟ بس دقيقة شو لازم Alt necklace with a triangle symbol. يون لسه 1 2 3 4 شغلات. قول هذا يلا.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
راح
go.
على يلا.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or
تركضوا
something,
مثلا كل
are
يوم.
we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning,
Pardon.
Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
شرطي هنا.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff
Yep.
Station.
Just here to
Anything you
pay
need,
my ticket.
just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
لأنه نفس المدينة فهو نفس نفس الشرف ستيشن هاي نفس اللي كانت في الجزء الأول.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget.
يلا
I guess you
نفوت على
guys don't have that
المورج.
problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to
ننزل
perform
إلى
examinations.
المشرحة.
Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection. before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
There's writing on here.
تفهم قلبه.
Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Text? Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
أبدي الكيسز.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
هيك صح. ثاني طيب.
No.
هاي تكون هون. لا. ايوه بالضبط.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
بالضبط.
There's definitely something in his chest.
ايش
Did
جوا
the killers
بتدرس؟
leave it there?
تعال. كتير. شان كتاب ولا محفظة هاي؟ ورقة.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
اوكي هاي
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages.
في
I
بيج.
didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
شو دوخت؟ صار اشي.
No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
اوف اوف تغير مفاجئ في الاحداث هيجيها زي ما كان كاتب القصة.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
بيقدرش يشوف في البرايت لايت ما بيقدرش. تابع.
I'll make you pay.
It will make you pay. ايش عملت هي هاي بجد؟
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
اوكي بسرعة بسرعة هلا. لازمني سلاحي بس يطلع بروح هناك لانه كأنه ترمى من هناك.
He can't see me in the light.
يلا روح. تجيش من هون روح.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
يلا بسرعة 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 بسرعة. هي السلاح هي. طيب مات. vanished اختفى. end of chapter. خلصنا هذا الشابتر. لا بداية رهيبة بداية رهيبة بداية رهيبة بداية رهيبة شباب. راح امشيهم شابتر فراح ننهي الفيديو لغاية هون. لا تنسى تضغط على لايك وسبسكرايب. خلي عيلتنا تكبر شباب. انجوي. السلام عليكم.